The most common rock and roll scale would be the minor pentatonic, which is totally movable. You can learn it down here, or play it an octave higher. It's pretty flexible. So one little move you can add to that is like a lick, repeating lick. How about crunchy? So, or you could do it an octave lower. Amazing. So that is a bend where I'm on the third string. It's an A note, 14th fret, third string. I'm going to use my ring finger, line up 3 fingers in a row perhaps. Then I can control it. So I'm bending up a whole step. That A becomes a B. I would get used to that if you want to do some soloing. And then my trusty pointer finger is laying flat on the first and second strings at the 12th fret. And I'm just picking through those. So I'm making a triplet, I believe. Triplet, 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 triplet. You can even hit all 3 of them together. If it's in tune, it will sound pretty, you'll notice if it's not, because the notes will, it's called a beat, when the notes kind of go roar, 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 like this. So the further they're out of tune, the faster it oscillates. I'll try to make them slow. Hear that? It's kind of subtle, but you'll notice it. When they're in tune, it's like that those frequencies sort of level out and become more parallel. So I visualize like 2 lines that are kind of oscillating and fighting in waves, and then they eventually become stable. So it's just kind of target practice. You want to get those in tune, but if they're a little out, it's not that big of a deal. All right, then you can take it down an octave. Here, we're not going to have to use the index, just that 2nd fret, 3rd string A goes up to a B. It's kind of fun to play with. You could go back to your riff or rhythm part. So I always talk about playing in a band where I had to handle the rhythm and the lead, and so you really have to jump from lead to rhythm quickly. So let's say, for instance, we're doing a pretty generic. That's kind of fun to see if you can keep the beat, the pulse, the tempo. Imagine you're locked in with a drummer, so that's where a metronome would be very handy. Of course, you can, let's see if I can do it opposite, like I'll do the rhythm up high. I was trying to go to resolve that, but I kind of blew it. Kind of a cheesy showbiz ending, similar to something like that, or sometimes those endings just work. Sometimes they may be cliches, but I always say cliches there's a reason that they are popular. They work. So that's just a little bit of fun for applying that minor pentatonic and maybe locking it into some sort of a rhythm context. I realize these are ultra simple things, but I work with a lot of beginners, and I love that corner of teaching guitar. If there's more complex things, I'm ready to dig in and work on that, but usually I can keep myself pretty busy on these fundamentals. So see if you can do those triplet licks and the rhythm, and maybe get used to jumping from that high pattern at the 12th fret down to the open position, and maybe tie it in with some basic thumping rock and roll rhythm. Of course, there's other keys and chords, so this is really just a beginning. You can definitely take it over to A, D, G, C, F, B flat, E flat, A flat, D flat, G flat, and B. Then you can do all 12 keys. So that's up to you, but if you want some more examples, let me know.